whispered logic puzzles. Thank you for joining me. I'm Andrea, and I'm going to play through some Kakuro puzzles. Let's start with level 3. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and put in some notes. 16 can be made from 7 and 9 when it's 2 digits. 4 can be made of 1 and 3, which works with the 7 and the 9 to make the 10. This 4 down is also 1 and 3. But looking down here, here's a 12 from 2 digits. If I had the 1 from there, I would need 11 here, but we can't do that. So this is a 3, a 9, a 1. Now I know this is a 3 and a 1, which makes us a 9, because 9 plus 1 is 10. And I know this is a 7. And then 3 can be made of 1 and 2. This row already has a 1. So there's 2 and 1. And this is a 5 of 2 digits. There's a 1. So this is a 4. Okay. Interestingly, this little square is almost exactly this. There's a 4 and a 16 and a 10. Again, the 4, 1 or 3, and the 16 is 7 or 9. Now, one thing to note about this is that up here we're going to get a 10. Let's say it's 9 and 1. If there's 9 and 1 up here, there's 7 and 3 down here. So this will equal 10, and this will equal 10. This row, we need 21. Over here, we're going to have 10. A 7 is made of 1, 2, and 4. If I've got 10 over here and a 1 here, I would need a 10 here, but I can't because I can only use digits up to 9. So this is a 2, and here's a 9, and here's my 1 from 1, 2, and 4. And to make an 8, I have 1 and 7. To make 24 takes 7, 8, and 9, so the 8 is here. To make 14, I have 8 and 6. there's already a 3 in this row. So we'll put the 1 there and the 3 there. Then this 4 is 1 and 3. So put 1 right there. Let me come back over here. There's a 9 in this row. So this is a 7. This is a 9. Then to make the 10, this is a 1. And this is a 3. Okay. Up in this row, we have an opening. There's a 7. Plus 3 is 10. Plus 2 is 12. Plus 1 is 13. So to make 21, we need an 8. And then 23 is made from 9, 8, and 6. So this is a 6. 14 will be made from 6 and 8. 24 is made from 7, 8, and 9. So there'll be a 7 or a 9. And this will be a 7 or a 9. To make 11, if it's a 9, it would be a 2 over here. And if this is a 7, this will be a 4. And also for the 7, it's made from 1, 2, and 4. So this will be 2 or 4. And then I see this column is 16, which again is 7 and 9. This column is 17, which is 8 and 9. The 7 and 9 are already taken up with these 2 spots. So this is the 8. And here's the 9. That makes this a 7. And this a 9. And here's a 7. Here's a 9. That makes this 2. And here's a 4. There we go. Level 3. Let's go ahead and do level 4. Okay. 16 is made from 7 and 9. If I put the 9 down here, this would need to be 0. So here's the 7. 7 plus 2 equals 9. Then the 9 is up here for the 7 and 9. And for a 3, it's made of 1 and 2. This 3 in this column is also 1 and 2. This row already has the 1, so this is the 2, which means there's a 1 here. Then this row is 3, so 1 and 2. In this row, there's 9, 10, 11, 12. I need 17, so over here will be a 5. 11 is made of 1, 2, 3, and 5. So this will be either a 1 or a 3. And that's a 1 or a 3. This 3 will be made of 1 or 2. And then 1 or 2 here. 7. When this is a 1 or a 2, this will be 5 or 6. But then I have the 23 down. 23 is made from 6, 8, and 9. So this is a 6, which makes this a 1, and this a 2. 7 and 9. This 16 is made of 7 and 9. The 17 is made from 8 and 9. So this is the 9. Here's a 7. And here's an 8. 16 down again is 7 and 9. Since there's a 9 here, this has to be 7, which makes this a 9. And this is, because we have 9, 10, 11, so 1 will make for 12. Then here we have a 3. 23 is made of 6, 8, and 9. Since there's already an 8 and a 9 here, this will be a 6. Then 8 or 9 will be here. But if it's a 9, this would have to be 0. So this will be 8. And this will be 9. To make 9 is 8 and 1. And to make 3 is 1 and 2. To make 16 is 9 and 7. And then on the way down, 16 is 7 and 9. This 16 down is 7 and 9. There's a 9 in this row. So this is 7. That makes this 9. This 19 across, there's already a 7 and a 9, which makes 16. So this is a 3, because 16 plus 3 is 19. This 16 down will be 7 and 9. There's already a 9 in this row, so this will be 7. That makes this 9. The 10 across is 9 and 1. And 4 down is 1 and 3. The 23 is made from 6, 8, and 9. There's already a 9 in this row, so this is 8. That will make this the 9. To get 11, there's 9 and 2. And to make a 3 is 2 and 1. Now in this row, I have 1, 3, 7, 8, and 9. So quickly, 9, 8, and 7 make 24. Plus 3 is 27. Plus 1 is 28. Which means this has to be a 4 to make 32. A 10 is made of 1, 2, 3, and 4. I already have the 3 and 4. So this will be 1 or 2. And this will be 1 or 2. 16 down is 7 or 9. This is 7 or 9. To get a 10 across, if this is a 9, this has to be 1. If this is a 7, this needs to be 3. It can't be 3. So this is 1 and 9, which makes this 7, and this 2. Okay, so over here, 17 is made of 8 and 9. But here's a 9. If I put the 9 here, this would be 0. So here's the 8 and the 9. And then 8 plus 1 is 9. And to make 4, I'll have 1 and 3. we should do one more. So let's go ahead and do level 5. Okay. 16 is made of 7 and 9. And this is 7 and 9. To make 12, if this is 9, I'll need 3. And if this is 7, I'll need 5. 17 is made of 8 and 9. 17 is made of 8 and 9, but 16 is 7 and 9. So this is a 9 and an 8. Over here, since this is a 9, this is a 7. 24 is made of 7, 8, and 9. There's a 7 in this column and an 8 in this row. So this is a 9 and the 8 is right here. Since I have a 9 here, that makes this a 7. And this will be a 9, which means this is a 3 because 9 plus 3 is 12. So 9, 8, and 7 make 24. To get 25, I need one more. Okay, 16 is made of 7 and 9. To make the 12, if this is a 9, this would be a 3. I've already got a 3 in this column, so this has to be a 7, and that means 7. Or 12 is made of 7 plus 5, and since that's a 7, this is a 9. 11 is made of 1, 2, 3, and 5, so here's the 2 to make 11. For 18, I have 9 plus 2, which is 11, so I need another 7. And 4 is made of 2 digits, it's a 1 and a 3. If this was a 3, to make the 6, I would need 2 3s. So this is a 1, and this is a 3. That means the 6 is made of a 1 and a 5. 29, when it is 4 digits, is made of 9, 8, 7, and 5. There's a 7 and the 5. So we'll still have the 8 or 9. 7 made of 3 digits is 1, 2, and 4. Now if we look in this row, we've already got 3 of the 15, so I need 12 more. If this was a 9, this would need to be another 3, and it's not. So this is an 8, which will make this a 9. But back to here, 8 plus 1 is 11, which means this has to be 4. And this cannot be 4, and neither can this. 16 is made of 7 and 9. If this was 7, to make a 9, this would need to be a 2. If this is a 9, this would have to be 0, which it can't be. So this is 7, and this is 2. That makes this a 1. And now this will be the 9 to go with the 7 to make 16. A 3 is made of 1 and 2. There's already a 1 in this row, so this is a 2. And here's the 1. Now to make the 10 is 1 and 9. And now let's look at the 20. 1 and 9 make 10, plus 2 make 12. So this has to be 8. Up here, 17 is made of 8 or 9. This is a 15. If this is 9, this would need to be a 6. And if this is an 8, this would be a 7. A 29 again is made of 5, 7, 8, and 9. So 6 is not an option. That makes this a 7. This is the 8 and the 9. And then to complete this 29, I have a 5. 9 plus 5 is 14. That means I need a 3 to make 17. 3 is made of 1 and 2. And 4 is made of 1 and 3. They have a 1 in common. So 1. So here is the 2 to make 3. And here is the 3 to make 4. And now in this row, trying to get 12, I have 8 plus 3, which is 11. So I need 1 more. And in this column, there's 11. That's made of 1, 2, 3, and 5. 23 is made from 6, 8, or 9. In a row where the total is 7, this can't be an 8 or 9. So this is a 6. And 6 plus 1 makes 7. And this cannot be 6 any longer. So this would be an 8 or a 9. Now to make 11, if this was a 9, this would need to be a 2. 7 is made of 1, 2, and 4. So that's a possibility. If this was an 8, this would need to be a 3. That's not a possibility, so this is a 2. And that makes this a 9. And down here we have an 8. And to make 17, 8 plus 5 is 13. Plus 4 makes 17. Let's come down over here. Interesting, there's similarity here with this upper corner because there's a 23 and a 7. So 23 is made of 6, 8, or 9. Looking in this row, it's an 8. So the 8 or 9 can't be here. This is a 6. And to make an 8, I'll have a 6 plus a 2. Looking down in this row, it's a 13. The 7 is made of 1, 2, and 4. If this was a 1, this would need to be a 12. So the 4 is here, and the 1